Welcome back to the arena. Now, I've frequently stressed that we mustn't make generalizations when it comes to any group, and particularly when it comes to Islam and Muslims, because, well, I think this story will tell you a great deal. A Toronto-based Muslim group is condemning a Pakistani program that aired across Canada for inciting hatred and is calling for an investigation. The Ahmadiyya Muslims Canada filed a complaint with the CRTC, the Controlling Commission, over comments aired on the very popular Pakistani network Geo TV. It's carried by both Bell and Rogers. Lal Khan Malik, he's president of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat in Canada. He joins us now. It's always a pleasure. For those who don't know, your branch of Islam, and I'm saying this because I believe it very strongly, it's gracious, it's gentle, it's the best of Islam, I believe. Your teachings are admirable.
Yes, we believe it to be so. That is why we believe in.
And it's marvelous. If only, well, anyway, we can get more of that later. But in some parts of the world, mainstream Sunni Muslims do not regard you as Muslim. And millions and millions do, but some don't. And in some places, you're persecuted.
Yes. Michael, persecution of religious communities is common. Every religious community was persecuted, but the case of our persecution is special. Special in the way that in Pakistan, where most of our members live, persecution has been legislated by the government of Pakistan, so that in the constitution of Pakistan, we have been declared to be not Muslims. The state has entered into an area where they should not have. It's not for a state to decide whether a person is a religious person or not, does he believe in God or not, or is he a Muslim or not. So they have done so. And this has encouraged our opponents, particularly the religious fanatics who have large gatherings. They feel that this is a topic where they can sway the feelings of masses, and they can push their nefarious agenda by inciting hatred against our community.
And there's a blasphemy law, of course, which many Christians have suffered, but Muslims too, and Hindus. And so there's a context here. And just before we'll play some of the clip, how many, in your branch of Islam, how many adherents, how many members do you have? Well, internationally and in Canada?
Internationally, there are tens of millions.
Tens of millions, right. And I mean, it's very difficult to understand all of the complexities here, but when some Muslim groups, for example, condemn terrorism, often I believe, but sometimes I wonder what the real beliefs are. And I say this from the bottom of my heart, when your groups condemn terrorism, I know you really do condemn terrorism. Now, let's talk about this particular program. For non-Pakistanis, I'm sure they've never heard of it, but it has quite a wide audience in Canada, in the Pakistani diaspora, doesn't it?
It's a particular program, yes.
What did they say about your people?
They said that Qadianis, they have this derogatory name for us because of our link to the place where the Jamaat was founded.
What do they call you?
Qadianis, or Mirzais. But we call ourselves Ahmadis, relating to the name of the of the Holy Prophet. The second name of the Holy Prophet was Ahmad.
Okay, so they belittle you in that way. But what did this host actually say? Or this
he said that Qadianis are the most bitter enemies of Pakistan, and he also one of his hosts added that the Peshawar incident, in which more than about 200 students were killed point blank.
The infamous one long ago with
Qadianis were behind this. So this is such a heinous thing to say.
They said you're the greatest enemies of Pakistan, and that you're responsible for that mass murder that took place.
Yes. This is what his host said, and he nodded.
He didn't challenge him.
He didn't challenge him, and the spectators cheered. And it was as if everything is fine. What he is saying
is this recorded in Pakistan or in Canada?
It was recorded in Pakistan.
Right. Now, I'm all for freedom of speech. I believe on TV we should be allowed to say to a very large extent what we want to say, but we're not allowed to break the law and lie. Differences of opinion are fine.
Yes.
But he has said, now this has repercussions. We're speaking about a very volatile area, both in Pakistan and here. To say that your people committed these murders and you're the greatest enemies of Pakistan on earth, No, that's going too far, and that shouldn't be on the Canadian Airways. That should not be.
Particularly, Michael, when it was claimed by Taliban in Pakistan that they have done so, and they gave reasons why they have killed these innocent children. They are so brave that they blatantly say that we have done that.
But we're speaking about, particularly in Pakistan, people, they may not be fully literate. They're very credulous. They believe all sorts of things. They believe this. It's not just having a bad opinion of you. It could lead to murder.
It has led to murder. Michael, the first time Aamir Liaquat, who is the host of this program, it was in 2010, he made similar allegations and incited hatred against the community, and the result was that within a few days, a few members of our community were killed. The direct result of this instigation. Right. And now, in this program also, this has happened. After this program was aired, a member of the community was killed. We believe that it was a result of this incitement. Now,
there's not a lot we can do about what happens on Pakistani television. I have all sorts of views about what we should do in terms of Pakistan, but that this program was broadcasted. I know how the CRTC works, and I'm not here to criticize it or condemn it, but I know that they have been very upset at some of the things that have been aired over the years over particular communities. Okay, fair enough. This seems to me pretty clear-cut. What do you want to happen now? What do you want to happen to the channel that aired this program and to the program itself?
We want that there should be regulation of programs in a manner that any program which incites hatred and results in violence should not be aired. Okay. Not at least in Canada.
Was this in Urdu?
It was in Urdu, yes.
So, of course, for the CRTC, it's hard for them because they don't know what's being said. Were there subtitles in English or?
I think no, I'm not sure.
Very difficult for the CRTC to, but now they've been alerted to this. Have you made an official complaint?
Yes, we have made official complaint.
Good.
And we have also forwarded a complaint to the cable carriers who carry this program.
Well, again, these are responsible people, and I think that they will react to this, and obviously they wouldn't have known, but this has to be because I have a feeling that some of the ethnic stations, and there are many now, if you go through the cable list, some of them are saying things that if we knew exactly what they were about, not just your community, of course, but various communities, small communities, if we knew, we'd be rather shocked. And there must be, part of the greatness of Canada, there's one rule for everybody. So including those who are broadcasting from another country. They shouldn't be allowed to say this because it could and has led to terrible violence. Let us know what happens, please, what the reaction will be, because it's important to know this. Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you.
As I said, one rule for everybody. That's, I think, a basic, a fundamental we should all ask for. Facebook.com, Michael Corrin, SunNews Network for our hottest stories and videos. And don't you go anywhere, because we know where you live, and there's a lot more of the arena still to come.